Welcome to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott. I'm Audrey Scott. This week was cool. It's getting warm out. That's cool. I saw a squirrel freak out. There's a lot of cool squirrels in my neighborhood, but this week was pretty dope. Well, yesterday was weird. I went to a warehouse party, and I don't go to shit like that really. Like it's fun and stuff, but I don't like that kind of music unless I'm on a lot of drugs. And it was like fucking 10 p.m. You know, I'm like, I'm not doing Molly at. I don't know. Maybe that's an appropriate time to do. I think I'm just like staying up all night. I've been staying up to like 5 and 6, like 4 out of 7 days this week. It's weird though. Like I had a show Tuesday, the Gay Enough show. And I told my dad that I did the Gay Enough show, and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Dude, people have thought I was gay my whole life." And he was like, "No way." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's like everyone in my generation's gay. Like they're either non-bi, like there's something. Like everyone's something." So I did that show, and I was kind of nervous, because I hate gay people. No, I'm kidding. No, it was. Yeah, I was like, maybe they won't like me, but I'm like, no, I look very gay, and I have fisted a woman and made her squirt, and I talked about that, and that was fun. I talked about being Mormon. I was telling Rebecca earlier, like, yeah, my mom told me that gay people were mentally disabled. You know, she told me,
Trust the science.
yeah, my Mormon mother, my fucking Mormon mom's like, yeah, when gay people are born, their brain's just like a little different. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, gotcha, you know? Oh, I'm getting it now. I used to think Freddie Mercury was the only gay person in the world. I thought he was like, that's the gay person. That was so weird. Because there's Elton John. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was wild. But yeah, so I went to the School of Center of Performing Arts in high school, and we were known as the faggot school. It was like, I didn't call it that, but it was known that. And I walk in, and there's everyone has colored hair, and I'm like, oh my god, the whole school's retarded. Like, I was terrified.
Did you just think everyone in this? Did you think everyone in the school's on the spectrum?
Oh, I didn't know about that, but I mean, there were a lot of gay people. Like, I mean, I learned really quickly that not every gay person's retarded. So it was like, yeah, no, it's not mutually exclusive. But yeah, no, we had a lot of trans people. Like, we had a trans bathroom at my high school. I almost got kicked out of school my last week of high school because I got my ass eaten in the transgender bathroom, and they caught it on tape.
Whoa! How did that happen? So, was it a trans person that did it?
No, but
Okay,
I did
well,
have
that's
a.
why
I
got in
was.
trouble.
That's yeah. It wasn't allowed. They're like, get out of the bathroom. That's for the other one.
Fine, but it's like if none of you are trans. I'm calling your parents.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, so it was like I was at a choir banquet for like senior year. It was like the final celebration for choir, and I brought my 21-year-old boyfriend. I'm 18, it's legal. And I brought him to the fucking banquet with me, and I was like, what if we just sneak off to the trans bathroom? So we go, and the trans bathroom was just like an old locker room. So it was like a room and then like lockers, and then it had a stall. So they had a camera over the lockers to like make sure that no one's like beating up these trans students, quote unquote. I'm like, that's why, like, that's pretty. What if someone, what else are you watching from that footage? Like, well, they're watching my ass get eaten. That's for fucking sure. Because of course we did it on the lockers, and I didn't know there was a camera. And then so this janitor catches us coming out. Like he knew the vibe. And so next week I'm in choir, and I had like a bag full of drugs with me. And so the security guard comes in, and he's like, Audrey, come with me, in front of everyone. They're like, what'd she do? And he's like, bring the bag with you. I'm like, oh my God. Like, he knows I have drugs on me. And so it's like weed and acid. And so I have that. So I had that on me, and I go to the security office, and they're like, Audrey, we have a camera in the trans bathroom. And I'm like, oh, this isn't even about the drugs. Like this, oh no. Like, oh fuck, I thought we were going to drop that. And I was like, dude, I was president of ecology club. Like, man, I'd play lacrosse. I'm like, just let me graduate. Like, how do I tell my parents that I can't fucking graduate high school because I got my ass eaten? Like,
Yeah. How did that conversation go once
So I convinced them just to fucking leave me alone, and they're like, "This is a warning." I'm like, "Literally, I graduate in like 3 days. Like, I'm never gonna like. I'll always get my ass eaten off school property. Like, I'm never coming back to get my ass eaten. So like, this is a one-time thing." But I swear to God, they still have that fucking footage. I swear to God.
Of course they do. Herbs.
And I bet I'm not the only one who has done stuff in that bathroom too. They're probably just getting child porn from that bathroom. Sick bastards. And that's why we should have puberty like blockers banned, you know. So those bathrooms stay out of schools and teachers stop jacking off to kids.
Amen.
So yeah, the Gay Enough show was good. That was a good show. Ariel was running it, and she's an ex-Mormon. Shout out to Ariel. She's the only ex-Mormon I know in the scene, other than me, and that's cool because we got to talk about it for a little bit before the show, and she was just talking about like the Book of Mormon in general and where, you know, because they rip a lot of the Book of Mormon off from different pieces of the Bible, and like it was cool to really talk about something about that because most people are all like, "Oh, gee, are you one of multiple wives?" Like it's just the gayest conversation. It's like when you talk about Alex Jones, someone's like, "Oh, gay frogs." Like it's just the most shallow, one level conversation. So it was really nice to have some like deep Mormon shit. That was cool. Mormons. Oh man, Mormons are crazy. I've been having like Mormon songs stuck in my head lately. I don't know why. It's weird.
Are you allowed to have tattoos when you're Mormon?
God no. No tattoos, no piercings, no shirts above. You can't wear tank tops, and you can't have shorts above the knee, because you wear those magic underwear when you get married.
What's magic underwear?
The garments you get when you go to the temple and you go through a ceremony called sealing yourself, which means like you're sealing. Usually it's when you get married and then you seal your name to that person forever. But what's fucked up is like if a couple that's Mormon were to get divorced, the man can get unsealed from the woman, but the woman is stuck with that man. So that when she dies, she can be owned by multiple men, like sealed to multiple men in the afterlife. I'm like, that's sick. These fucking bastards, man. Still, like, they're not even woke with like their fucking spiritual shit. Like, I mean, of course not. They are getting more woke though. It's weird. I've seen a lot of. I mean, because they have to. I feel like because they are a newer religion. Like, I mean, back in the 70s, they were forced to fucking give black people a priesthood because they weren't allowed to get any more money from the government because of the Civil Rights Act. So like they pretended they were woke when they gave black people the priesthood, which is, I don't know, man. Sick. It's just like obviously not like it's obviously not the right intent. Like these people, I don't know how anyone can believe that they are having the right intent. It's like no, they just wanted the fucking money. They're still racist. It's not like they're just like automatically not racist anymore. Like look at the fucking. There's probably I think there was one pew at church with black people in it, and they all sat on the same pew. I get it. I would have too. Like, it was it's very much a very white religion. Like I feel Catholics not just white, and because those white people took over other countries and then got people.
It's just too big, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Crusades, yeah, the Catholics.
Yeah, who am I to compare Mormonism to Catholicism when they've had centuries on me, you know?
The Catholics had Crusades where they would just go and just like, okay, you want to be one of us? No? Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah. And either way, I'll probably kill you for my diseases anyways. Well, see you later. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I do. I have a friend. I have a few friends celebrating Ramadan right now. And I do think that it's really interesting to me. I feel like a lot of people recently have been getting more into Islam. So I feel like 9/11 has healed. Finally. I feel like people are opening their minds again. And Christianity isn't the only religion out there.
What
I
do you,
think everyone's focused on the Chinese now.
The Chinese.
'Cause it's
Who's-
the virus.
who's everyone weary of now? Like who's got the ire that everyone's like the watchful eye on?
Man, I don't know.
And Trump's been like, China.
Oh, Trump has been like, dude, the fact that he almost got arrested the other day and then he didn't. And then, and then apparently someone dropped off, like, there was like this package. They think that there was a bomb in that was dropped off at his fucking place or something. Yeah, lots going on. Why is he talking about China so much?
Well, the COVID.
Oh,
And the war.
And the war, and then TikTok's being banned because of China. Like,
right. It is a lot of Chinese shit right now.
I think that that's the new thing instead of
Interesting.
Just be like, China.
Yeah, and I love how they just sprinkle in. Oh yeah, also North Korea still hates us and is gonna bomb us at any point. Like every now and then, they just remind us. They're like, by the way, they still fucking hate us. Like yeah, I know. Like any of these countries could bomb us. Cool. You don't need to fucking like. I could literally get hit by a car right now. I don't need to make a news article about it. Like fuck you. Like so dumb.
Definitely more scary than climate change. Like, that'll definitely affect
Ah, yeah, like oh my god, we're gonna have more beaches. Fuck, Jesus. Climate change is crazy though. Like Sierra Nevada's been getting the most snow it's ever gotten in history, I think.
Really?
And so all the droughts in California are going away, and now there's probably gonna be mad flooding, which is hilarious. I think that's so fucking funny. Yeah, dry them up and drown them. Fucking god. I do want to say this is really important. I don't really like force myself and pressure myself to be the best person I can be. But every now and then I achieve something that is worth celebrating. I killed a fly with my hand today. Literally. I did it like that. My reflexes are fucking great. I'm so happy about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hard housefly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Not like a mosquito or something.
It kept, so I was doing my makeup and it kept fucking slowly trying to fly in front of my face. I was like, oh, I'm gonna end you now. Like, it was fine that you were flickering in my blinds or whatever, but now you're in my I'm doing my eye makeup. You see me. You know what I'm doing. Like, you were not in my face at any other point. Like, this is ridiculous. So he was like crawling next to my arm. And I don't know how, because the thing about like fly swatters were made to have all the holes in it because they can feel the force of the air like seconds before you even are even close to the fly, or like milliseconds before you're even close to the fly. So the fact that he didn't notice my air, maybe it was retarded. Like, I don't know. I don't want to demean my victory though. I am really proud of myself. It wasn't like a Karate Kid like pinch though. I could have grabbed it by its wings and like eaten it. I should have fucking done that.
Send a message to the
Next
rest of
time.
them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll fuck you up. Horseflies, they're the worst. Those things, they chomp you, man, and then they go after you, dude. At least mosquitoes, like, I understand them a little more than horseflies. Mosquitoes are meant for population control, and no one can tell me otherwise. Could you imagine how bad climate change would be if mosquitoes didn't kill thousands of people, millions of people all the time in poor countries? God damn it.
Bill Gates' favorite insect.
God. Do you think he eats them?
No.
Do you think he eats bugs at all? He's just trying to force us to do it?
Judging by his gut, I think he doesn't eat a very healthy diet.
Yeah, there's no way he's eating bugs. Yeah.
It's a very lean protein. He doesn't look like he eats anything lean.
Oh, you're very right. Did you see the video or the photo? There was a photo going around of him of like with fake boobs on him, and it was like, oh, I gotta find it.
It's fake boobs?
Yeah, someone photoshopped boobs, and it looked real for a second. It was like, why does he have fake titties? That's so funny. The last thing I opened up was the chakra chart. I'm so gay. All right.
Why do you think he cares so much about that?
So it's the thing about it. I studied it in school. They were even promoting it in college. Was insects, farming them they think is more humane. It takes a close, like, you can make so many of them and get a lot of protein from them in a little space. You can make more of them. They're more efficient. Less water waste, less chemical waste, less. Ideally, it would just be better for the environment. Is what they're trying to push. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I don't think that these people that are trying to push it, like I said, Bill Gates is still eating filet mignons. Like,
And his private jet.
yes, yeah. So why do I have to do this and you're just still living life? No, fuck you. I want some steak too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want that.
it might be from Burger King, but it's like, you know. Hi, can I get the Burger King filet mignon, please? All right, Bill Gates boobs. Focus, Audrey. Ooh, his net worth is 107.1 billion.
That's it? 107. Okay, that was 1.07. He's just a 1 billionaire?
No, that's Kylie Jenner.
Where'd the boobs picture go? Man, the Google's trying so hard to take it off the internet. Oh my God, that's so funny. then someone made him even bigger, like in another photo, and I'm like, oh my god. And so the first thing you look up, if you look up Bill Gates boobs on Google, it says, is Bill Gates transitioning from man to woman? Snopes. Let's see what fucking Snopes has to say. Dude, every time I talk to my family Snopes everything I say, and they fact check everything I fucking say, and I'm like, you know, fact checkers are just people. They're just as wrong as I am. Like, they're just as crazy as me. Like, and
The fact checkers are usually the annoying people that were like, well, actually. And
yeah, suck my dick. Let me believe Bill Gates has boobs. Okay, damn it. I'm allowed to have my. I'm entitled to have that. Okay, that's so funny. I love how they just false. Bill Gates does not have boobs. I'm like, this is so gay.
Do you think
Snopes is
Bill
so
Gates
gay.
like messaged Google or messaged like Twitter? It's like, you
Oh,
need to take
he
that
freaked
down?
out. He was freaking out. He's like, no, because he probably already like hates his body, like sort of. He's
Well,
like,
since he was a kid, look at him. He
Yeah.
probably hates how he looks since
his
he was a kid.
fucking image is horrible. That's why he became rich. He's like, I'm the ugliest person ever. Like, I need something, and he killed it. He killed it. He definitely he has money.
And power, yeah.
The above displayed video was altered to enlarge Gates' chest area to make it appear as if he had received breast implants. It may be difficult to tell by watching the above displayed video. The alterations become clear when comparing this viral clip to the original footage. This disparity in these videos is most evident when Gates starts walking across the street. That's so funny. This is so... Who wrote this? Like, this is who... You get paid money for this. Like...
How many people do you think were involved? Because you have to have someone watching the video. You have to have someone writing it.
Yeah, I have an editor. Like...
Like someone just trying to fact check whether or not this.
Yeah, like, oh my god. And they're like, what if he does? Like, I would love it. There was like a movie that came out and it was like behind the scenes of finding out if Bill Gates really had boobs or not. And it's like this like epic journey. People died. Like Bill Gates was like, take this down now. And they're like, what if it's the truth though? You know?
I haven't slept in 3 days.
I keep seeing the tits. Like, yeah, he has a nightmare of Bill Gates' tits, and then they just explode, and there's just bugs crawling out of his chest. I think actually this will be a great movie, and I'm writing all this. Don't take this from me. Oh my god.
That goes perfect with the title of the show. Audrey Thoughts.
This is great. Yeah, that's a great thought right there. That's right in my head. Holy shit. So, oh my god, on Tuesday, I woke up and my bank account, I got an email saying my bank account was under $0. Not my first rodeo, but I checked the transactions and it said like ABC anytime. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And back in Virginia, ABC stores are liquor stores. So I thought a liquor store, like someone stole my shit and got liquor. And I was really mad. So I called the bank, I'm like, cancel my card, cancel it. And so they cancel it. And I'm like, wait, my gym's name is Anytime Fitness. And this transaction is the same amount of money that I pay once a month for my gym. So I had to call them back. I'm like, uncancel the card. I'm just as angry as I was before. And it's all my fault. All of this is my fault. Like, and they're like, it's too late. I'm like, you did your fucking job? You're telling me you did your fucking job? Like, yeah, that was great. And then that same day, I said to a blind person, I'm like, well, see you later. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I will. But shit, I'm sorry. God, this week has been great. What a week. Yeah, I went to this fucking warehouse party yesterday with my friend Destiny. And she's cool. She has a real job. Like, she has a career and stuff, you know. I'm a bartender at a mall, you know. Like, these people had money. They were cool though. Like, we got some drinks at the fancy bar, and like they had a DJ going on, but it was like vaporwave, you know, like, so like people weren't even moving. They're just like standing there. I'm like, this is something, huh? But the drinks were great. It is crazy how different well whiskey is from like a fancy cocktail at a bar. You really feel the difference. Like, I don't have a hangover the way 6 shots of well whiskey and PBRs do to me. Like, that's crazy.
I didn't get no fight.
No, I didn't. I could have. I almost, like, I had opportunities to get into fights, but I didn't pick any. Oh, yeah. At one point, I typed something on my phone. I was talking shit about the person next to me. The girl next to you has a second toe that is very swollen. And I showed it to my friend. She's like, Audrey, shut the fuck up, right? I'm just like always ready. Yeah, I took a group photo and they called it a groupie. They're like, groupies, guys. I'm like, what am I doing? I haven't heard that since like lacrosse in high school. I'm like, oh my God, like these people they shop at Target and Whole Foods every day. It was wild. But then the party, like, she paid like $80 for the both of us and for us to get all limited drink or unlimited drinks at this fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
We get into the warehouse and I'm like, can I have a whiskey? And they're like, we're out of whiskey. I'm like, this place was open an hour. What are you fucking talking about? I think there were 2 black people in that whole building and both of them walked in with me. Like, it was crazy. There was not much diversity going around. I don't know. The DJs were kind of cool. It was just like, I definitely wasn't on enough Molly for that. That's for sure. Molly. Last time I did Molly, there was meth in it. So I don't want to do meth again.
How can you tell?
I jawed out for like fucking 3 hours. Just, oh God, it was a great peak. Like, it's beautiful, right? Like, yeah, it's kind of scary how nice meth was, but then it's so bad. It's so bad. Definitely not worth it. You feel like you look like a little, like a puppet or something. I don't know. Or a skeleton. It's weird. I watched this video today of these 2 drug addicts that are a couple, and they looked like in their 50s. They look so gross, like tattoos all over their face, like they're homeless. At least they have each other, right? They were 22 and 23, and they like it was so sad. It was so sad. And then they even talked about like they hope that they'll be sober one day, you know, like. But yeah, soft white underbelly. If you ever, I'm just gonna plug other shit that people never asked me to plug to begin with, but watch that. It humbles you a lot because it's easy to be jaded to homeless people and shit, but you forget that people have stories. Everyone has a fucking story. Not everyone is always homeless. Not everyone wants to be on the drugs. They're trying to control us with drugs. That's what the CIA has been doing for a long time.
Yeah.
What time are we up?
Almost 25 minutes.
Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll see you next week. Thanks for coming to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott.